Welcome back to our channel! You're not with me, are you? Welcome back to our channel! How are you? Oh god, there's always that moment when I do something bold and I look to Stuart and I'm like, does he like it? Or is he with me or not? We'll just keep going.
Hello and welcome back to our channel. My name is Stuart.
And I'm Francis.
And today we're going to be talking about the egg retrieval process.
Actually, like we're a little bit like little kids. We're so excited because I feel like
excited and a little bit scared. If I'm going to be totally honest.
No, I am a little bit scared.
Are you a little bit scared?
Yeah, well, I'm generally just a little bit scared about everything generally, but I just feel like the things that we've been. It's like a full year now since we kind of really started this process. It's actually happening, and there's so many exciting things that we're going to share with you in the next week. So please stay tuned for our next couple of videos. It's just going to be some mega baby update. This week, our egg donor went in for the actual official retrieval.
Yeah, so they gave us like a 3-day window when she'd actually go in for the retrieval. So from Monday through to Wednesday, and she actually went in on the last day, which is the Wednesday, and she retrieved 11 eggs. And so it sounds amazing and we are so grateful and we were so pleased, but at the same time, I had this vision that would have 20 eggs.
There he goes, talking about his vision again. And it's really hard actually because we are not scientists, and I actually said to Stuart, I would love in some future time to actually interview someone that can really tell you exactly what is going on with the egg retrieval and everything like that, because we found ourselves like only attaching a number to being a good thing. So we were like, okay, we were hearing these stories where people were retrieving like 25 eggs, 30 eggs. So
we were like, oh god, is 11 enough?
I know.
And I know when we were speaking at the beginning of the whole process, they scanned her and they said 17.
Yes.
And they were like, that is on the low side for a couple.
Yes.
And so as soon as they said the number 17, I was like, right, okay, we need to get above 20. Otherwise, we're not going to be good. And we got 11, and I looked at my phone and I started to kind of like get a little bit panicky. I feel like my whole body was going, oh my god, 11, is that going to be enough? Are we going to be able to create the family? Because when we have 11, you've then got to break it down into half of that, because Francis is going to have half and I'm going to have half. And then there's obviously the dropout rate that happens.
Yeah.
But the doctor, before we went into this whole process, the doctor said she has got great
eggs.
And it was something to do with her levels.
Yeah, and it wasn't, and again, that's why we need an expert. If you're an expert, please reach out. But I think, again, when we had that first 17 number, before it was when she was going for like pre-tests, we had a call with our doctor in the US and he was really positive.
Yeah.
And I think that if you're doing this process, don't it's kind of like when you fall over or you've got a pain in your body and then you Google it and then you give yourself some other kind of condition. I feel like it's the same with this. You have to really go and trust the people that you're working with. So you get updates. So they obviously are going through the injectables. For how long do they do the injectables?
10 days, she did it for.
10 days. And you have updates. They go for checkups and they measure the follicles. And I think
they were saying 14.
Yeah.
Also, in their emails, me and Francis are very optimistic, and in their emails they were going, well, there's 14 follicles, but that might not necessarily mean you're going to get 13 eggs.
They're always managed damage control, isn't it? Where we're at right now, she retrieved 11 eggs, and I think 11 is like 1-1.
It's like a spiritual
great number. And they said 70 to 80% will mature, will be good enough to make embryos.
So they do the egg retrieval, then the next day is day 1, 2, 3, 4, and day 5 is the day that they actually then turn into crystallization.
I actually don't know.
We find out because that's quite an interesting word, or not? Okay,
just carry on. I've got time for that. Ain't got time for that.
So they take the eggs out of the egg donor, and as soon as those eggs touch the air, they are officially ours. We sign a contract to say that they are ours. So on the first day, what they do is they just see how many of those eggs actually are mature enough to insert the
sperm, and then they insert sperm. Do they insert one sperm or many sperm? Who knows? One sperm.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They look through and they go, oh, that's a really good one. They get a tiny little needle and they go,
Gosh, when they were doing yours, they must have been like, I just can't choose. We've got so much choice. When they were doing mine, I'd be like, okay, yeah, we'll do that one and that one.
We had 4 test tubes worth of sperm.
Oh, wow.
And I only used 1.
Wow, so we've got lots of sperm for more kids if we want them. They fertilised 10 eggs to make embryos, so 5 of Stuart's, 5 of mine.
So we lost only 1. So they did say in the email that it was going to be between 70 to 80% will survive, and we only lost 1 egg. So 5 to Francis, 5 to me.
And now the next stage is, so yesterday, on the weekend, they gave us an update. They said they're developing.
This is day 3.
And then day 5, is
today.
Ah!
They said in the email they'll find out super late tonight.
Okay.
But on day 3, they said that all 10 eggs were doubling. So
yeah.
We are excited about that.
I think it's kind of so funny to think that our future children are sat in a dish in the US in San Diego right now. I just think it just blows my mind. I'll be honest with you, I am feeling a little bit anxious just because I know we've got such strong visions for our life, and I just want as many of them to be healthy because we want as many options as we can. We're actually going to find out the sex of the babies, which is amazing that you can do that, right? And we have this ideal scenario of what we want to create for both of us. But obviously nature's just going to do its thing. We're just going to have to go with that. So yeah.
Our main thing is that we just want 2 healthy
babies,
high energy, fun, like just amazing children.
Yeah.
And one of the things I've absolutely loved in the process of sharing everything that's going on in our lives as well is that we've had so many reach outs from people in the UK that are going through the surrogacy process as well. Obviously,
or the IVF process.
Yeah,
I think it's mainly the IVF process.
Not for me, honey.
Really?
Yeah, I've had people reach out to me saying, I've had 3 people now reach out to me saying they are actually going to be a surrogate in the UK or looking for people to become a surrogate.
Wow.
So it's been amazing to be able to connect with everybody and speak to people.
And you know what we're really looking forward to is later in the week is to actually introduce you to our surrogate. Yes. Which is just like, we're so excited, and this person is literally like
changing our entire lives.
Our life. And
I mean, what a gift.
I believe she will move so many more women to do this for people because I'm just so excited for you to meet her. So we're really excited. Our embryos are ready. We're nervous about finding out what ones are healthy, but we're going to go with...
we'll find out at the end of business in the LA today. Yeah. So that is probably about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
Yeah, late.
Maybe a little bit later.
And then we take it from there. And our surrogate has now officially been medically cleared because we were working with a UK friend and we're working with a US company, and I'm not going to lie, it has been a bit hard going back and forth.
Because you send an email in the morning and they don't answer that until you go to bed, and so it's just like the time difference has been a bit of a nightmare.
A bit of a kind of communication. We were going to have a surrogate in the US, and then our friend offered to be it, and this is the perfect situation for us. It's a friend, it feels more close, it feels like this journey we're going to go on together.
There's 2 families.
There's 2 families. Can't wait to introduce you to her family too. We get to be there during the pregnancy. We get to be there like in the UK. It's just like, when I think back to myself, when you first threw this curveball to me, I'm like, I just wish I could place myself where I am now.
Always the way, isn't it, honey?
That's always the way. But anyway, that is our update. We're so excited. Stay tuned for next week's videos and the videos on Thursday too. There's going to be so many more exciting baby updates. If you don't follow us on Instagram yet, follow us at Francis Haugen, at Stuart Armfield. That's kind of more real-time updates.
Can I just ask you one question?
Sure.
Before we finish?
Sure.
What was the reason why you wanted to be a dad?
That's a really good question. That's a really interesting question because I think growing up as a gay guy, when you realise you're gay, you don't really put that into your future maybe as much as you would as a straight guy. And as a couple, I feel like we've grown so much, we've got so much to share, that I just feel like our life would not be as fulfilled if we weren't able to bring up children and just create, share our philosophies with them and create amazing adventures with them. I feel like they would be like part of me missing. And yeah, the one thing I visualize all the time is like taking my kids to like dance classes. And I visualize, I'm so sorry kids when you're watching this and you're like, I hate musicals. I visualize you singing in musicals right now, but that gets me excited, and actually I'm more excited about the thought. I love being in shows that sat there in the audience just being so proud, and I think it is actually just being that feeling of being so proud of your own children, and that's what makes me want to be a dad.
I love it.
What about you?
I am excited to have the biggest heart explosion. I just can't wait. Like when I look at how people like have, it's a deeper level of love I
Yeah.
think you ever experienced ever, and I'm really excited for that. And like obviously having lost my dad, I saw so much in that last year because my dad died of cancer like a year and a half ago, and I just saw so much of. Actually, in the last couple of like months of his life, he kind of turned into a little boy that we were looking after, didn't it? And I just feel like I would love to have the end part of my dad's life, the connection that we had.
Yeah.
I can't wait to have that same connection with our children, and have that bond like you've never had before ever. I'm so excited for. I know this is going to come with like tantrums and screams and like us going, how are we even going to cope? But at the same time, like I watch people on Instagram and I see their kids. I was watching one of our friends, Sarah, and her little girl was like, I love you, mummy. I've got this heart for you, mummy. And I'm just like, how do you even cope with that much love? So I'm really excited to kind of
that love explosion,
taking our relationship to a whole new level, and being able to have new, fresh life in a part of that as well.
I can't wait. And you know what? Let me just show you this girl here, right? I have a love explosion every single day for this dog, and I just know that my love explosion for 2 kids is just going to be supersized. We love you. I'm excited.
So February is going to be a very busy month for us as a couple, as a family. So please follow along, please like and subscribe, because we've got so many adventures coming, believe it or not. And this is just the start of our baby making experience. Please send us as much positive vibes as possible because we need it and we really want these embryos. What I keep imagining is they're like, oh my gosh, rather than 50%, all 10 of these embryos have just absolutely blown up and they're like smashing
They're just such positive embryos. And please also share this video with anyone that's maybe going through this process, or anyone you think will be uplifted by hearing our story.
So that's over and out from us. We'll see you on Thursday and have the most amazing week.
We love you guys.
Bye.